How you doing, guys? Welcome back. It's LSP. It's currently the 5th of December 2021. As always, guys, this is not financial advice. This is just for educational purposes only, so please make sure you do your own research. And I'm going to be going over Bitcoin and Ethereum today, just to give you a quick overview of what I'm seeing on the charts. It's been a while since I've gone over Bitcoin, so I just thought today would be the best day to do that over the weekend. The other thing as well is I have changed the theme to dark theme. I've had a lot of people have been asking me to change it to a dark theme because it's a little bit too much when you're looking at it in with a white background. So I hope this is better for for everybody that's asked. And with that said, let's get into the analysis. So with Bitcoin, we have a very large weekly liquidity pool. A very large weekly liquidity pool just here. Okay, and we've since dipped into this. Okay, so there's two things. We are stuck inside a weekly liquidity pool. This is very important, all right? So have that in mind when before I drop down to the daily chart. We've just recently made an all-time high, and then it's just kind of bleeded lower, and it started to accelerate yesterday and the day before into this very large weekly liquidity pool. But when we go down to the daily chart, we get a better idea of what it was reaching for, what it was really reaching for. So what price was effectively reaching for was this down here. Okay. And we'll just change the color to a little bit lighter, something like so. No, let's go for a green. Okay, so this liquidity pool down here is effectively what price was really reaching for. We know this because we can see the reaction. Price accelerated very quickly, went straight through this weekly liquidity pool and ran straight for the daily down here. So we know that this liquidity right here, the accumulation that happened on the way up, was responsible and is responsible for this whole move to the upside for breaking all-time high. Okay, so as price starts to come down and it accelerates very quickly into this liquidity pool, for us now, we need to establish whether or not the accumulation phase, meaning the Bitcoin accumulation, or we'll say it a different way so you guys, so it's a little bit easier for you guys to get. The sell-off that happened was obviously liquidation. So you can see that people are liquidating Bitcoin. It's going to the downside. It's quite a heavy liquidation. It accelerates very, very quickly into this liquidity down here. And it starts to pair all the way through the weekly liquidity pool and into the daily liquidity pool. So this is the origin of that impulse to the upside, right? So all of that accumulation has been distributed down here. And then we're getting that second phase of, accumulation down here. So going forward, what we want to see is really this move reversed. This area right here, so the origin of the move to the downside, right there where you get the impulse as it goes. This small area right here is where we want Bitcoin to effectively get past. And you can see there hasn't been a real reaction at that level. There was a pretty decent one there, but then it's just been kind of slowly lagging, not really doing much, not really showing any indication that it wants to go back up. It's just kind of meandering around the sort of 49 to 50,000 level. So until it really starts to gain some legs to the upside, there's not really much we can expect on Bitcoin. Remember, it is December. Things are really starting to slow down now, and for us, or at least for me, I always take a step back in December. I always do my analysis. I like to keep looking at charts. It's a passion. But as far as going forward, if I was fresh to Bitcoin and I was thinking or looking for an opportunity to do anything with Bitcoin, I wouldn't touch it until it clears 58. That's just me. Yeah. I like to wait for confirmation. Price doesn't really interest me that much because if you're in a spot, where you've had all your confirmation, so price reverses, it gets through all of this and it holds about 58,000 and starts to show some signs of going to the upside. It's a great opportunity because you have all of that confirmation in favor, of your idea, and you have more confidence in what you're looking to do with Bitcoin. So we just, again, have to be patient. Not really much else we can do. And in terms of, just have a quick look. In terms of time frames, I think we're probably going to have a pretty crappy December, I think, and then we're just going to have to be patient, and wait for the new year. First quarter, January, February, March, and see how things kind of pick up. So that's Bitcoin. Let's go over to Ethereum. So Ethereum's actually been showing a little bit more strength relative to Bitcoin. You can see that on the weekly chart that it didn't come quite as low. The liquidity is down here. It didn't even reach that, to be honest. So with Ethereum, you guys know we mine. So We're always happy to see Ethereum, hold, maintain, continue to the upside. You can see it here. That's effectively what Ethereum was reaching for. So we've had a nice response there. I would like to see a little bit more upside, maybe hover around about 44,000. But I think the longer BTC, or if Bitcoin still maintains that lower level, and until it starts to show some signs of upside, Ethereum is pretty much just going to sit flat, unless something comes out for Ethereum that really starts to push it. But to be honest, I just think Ethereum effectively is just going to be waiting for Bitcoin now to start to a little bit of a push to the upside, and then it will start to go and challenge these all-time highs. There is a lot of liquidity build up above these highs. So if Ethereum does start to gain some legs and it gets roughly around about 46,000, these are key levels. 46,000. Listen to me. 4,600. Sorry. Then I would expect that the Ethereum all-time high is probably going to be traded straight through. Okay, but again, we have to be patient. We have to be mindful, that we are at the mercy of the time of year, and also the markets in general. Everything's pretty flat now. After the Bitcoin drop. So we have to be patient. Just wait for information. We need price to do something so we can look at it and say, right, now we've got a better idea as to what we can expect going forward. So that's Bitcoin and Ethereum. I hope everyone's having an absolutely fantastic weekend, and I will look forward to speaking to you in the next update. All the best and take care.